So the conversation and the question is, how much should I invest in learning and development? And what we've seen out there that has really makes sense. Lori Bassi wrote it in her book around 10 years ago. You should invest around 2 to 3% of your payroll in learning and development. So if you said, in my total employee cost a year, let's say it's $1 million, I need to spend $20,000, $30,000 training them. That will be okay. Budget is, I see companies investing 5 and 10%, and we see a lot of companies doing nothing. The average, what we've seen is 2 to 3%. And usually 2 to 3% should give you at least 10, 15, 20% more productivity easily. So we believe learning is the only investment that guarantees results, always. And by the way, something very interesting with learning is most of the accounting systems around the world, if I buy a computer, I have 5 years to depreciate it, right? In 2 or 3 years, it's old and I have to buy another one. But learning, you have to expense it, all of it, 100% the first year. And how long is learning going to help you? Forever. So the accounting system around the world is wrong because it's giving a depreciating timing to the physical things that are lasting less. And then it's giving zero depreciation. You have to do 100% depreciation for education in the same year when it's going to give you unlimited return for unlimited years. You have to train all levels in the organization. The amount that you invest, it's completely disproportional on the leadership and way more personalized, but then on the rest. Usually in a company, in a mid-sized company, up to, let's say, 1,000 employees, the hard part is a management level team. That's where you invest most of your money. The CEO usually is less for them, is more about their leadership team. And then when you pass the million, or whatever, or 1,000 employees, or more, let's say a big company, they invest in their team, the front line, the most, because it's a retention issue. The other day I was reading an article about FedEx, how much they invest in learning and development. And it was like 74 million for tuition assistance or something like that. I was blown away because they said their biggest problem is not management. It's keeping the drivers. So we have to invest all this money to keep the drivers driving. Keep them in college for them to stay as a driver. So they have some course about customer support and driving and all that, but that's a minimum. Their big investment is telling the driver, I will pay you college while you're a driver. So they stay there for 4 years while they pay for the, so they said, we're going to give you a full-time salary, like market salary, and we'll pay your college on top of that. So if you leave the company, you don't go to college anymore. You don't finish your degree. But if you're able to keep a driver for 4.5 years or 4 years, it's a lot in today's world. Hope that the driver likes the place a lot and have a lot of friends and they don't want to leave. But hey, if you could keep a driver for 4 years today, it's a lot. So it's already a win.